what's up you guys? Welcome to today's video. Today we are going to be doing a little make with me / craft with me kind of vlog, and I'm going to be making a bag. And this is my inspiration and my design that I came up with. So I'm thinking it's going to be a beautiful yellow bag, and I'd really love to have some bright red poppy flowers on it. And on the poppy flowers, I'd love to do some beading on the center of them, which is something that I've done once or twice here and there, but I've never really put my all into, so I'm going to try that with this bag. I'm very excited. These are my materials that I'm starting out with. So I have this bag bottom as well as some matching handles. I love these bag bottoms because they have the holes in them, so you can just crochet right into them, which is really awesome. And then I'm going to be using this Bernat Maker yarn. This is in the color Saffron. I really like to watch crochet videos while I crochet, so this is kind of just going to be like a sit down, we talk, we crochet, we check in here and there kind of deal. With that, let's get into making this bag. I'm just going to get started by crocheting into this base. I think I'm going to make it a little bit bigger, but it'll come out a little bit, and then we'll build it up. Then we'll add on our handles, and then after that we will get started on our decals, which will be the poppy flowers. So I always, whenever I make a bag with one of these bottoms, I start with a super small hook and I end up using something a little bit more like the yarn requires. So this yarn says to use an 8mm hook. I'm going to start by crocheting into this base with a 4.5, and then we'll work our way up to at least a 6. So yeah, let's just get into it, shall we? A little bit tricky to crochet into something at first. It definitely takes getting the feel for it before you're comfortable doing so, and I've made this will be my 3rd bag that I'm making with these bottoms, and I definitely still find myself struggling sometimes. It's just odd to hold, so it takes some getting used to, but that's okay. Document my making process and my creative process. I can only imagine, like, years from now being able to look back and this is my digital footprint. This is my digital footprint! Mind blowing. The nice part about recording is also it's like free time tracking in a way. You can just look and see how long the duration you were crocheting for was. I mean, obviously there are times when I don't film while I'm crocheting, but I do try to keep track of how long it takes me, especially because I do sell my work, so I want to have an accurate time so I know what to charge. Alright, so I finished the first round. We've got it all crocheted into the base here, and I'm going to jump right from a 4.5 to a 5.5 for my 2nd row. And for this row, I'm actually going to turn my work so that everything, like all my stitches, are on the outside. The right side of the stitch is facing the outside. But after that, we'll just be working continuously in the round. Not going to be slip stitching and chaining one every round. I'm just going to be crocheting in the round, around and around and around and around and around until I get the size bag that I want. I do this just because I don't like the line, like the seam line on my bags. So yeah, I just crochet in the round, and this round I'm going to be doing increases here and there. slight increases and you cannot tell at all right now, but I'm just going to work it up quite a bit and then I will come back and show you guys what it's looking like. One thing I like to do with these bags is I'll steam them. The steaming helps to soften this bottom piece as well as soften the stitches along the bottom portion, but it does help to just relax things up a little bit. So anyhow, I'm gonna keep crocheting and I'll see you guys in a bit. It's been about 2 hours of crochet time and this is where we are at. After about 2.5 hours, I'm finished with the base. Now what I'm going to do to find my centers so I can attach my handles is I will count all my stitches around, find the midway point, do some math, and then we will attach our handles. And I think that's all we'll do tonight because my hands are starting to get a little tired. This is always the hardest part, I won't lie. Putting these handles on is sometimes very challenging. Working with this solid object here in the middle definitely poses a challenge, but once you get your little method down, it's pretty easy. Wow, that looks probably the best I've ever done this. Yay me! Look at that. That looks great. This is the back side of it. Looks very, very good. I am proud of that attachment. So now I'm just going to keep crocheting around, add on the second handle, and then I'm actually going to stop for now. I'd say that looks pretty freaking spectacular. Yay me. So this is the work on the bag today. I'm not sure if we'll do any more on tonight just because my hands are getting a little bit tired. But in total, that was 3 hours. It took me 3 hours to crochet the base of this bag and attach the handles and everything. So I think it looks really good. I'm very excited. I can't wait to see how this bag is going to come out. And that's it for now. So I will check in with you guys when I work on the skin. So at this point, I am making the poppy flower decals. I followed a super good YouTube tutorial, and I'll link that in the description for you guys if you're interested in making these beautiful flowers. I really like the yarn that I chose. I ended up doing 2 lace weight threads for the center and I held them together. I'm so glad that I chose the one with the sparkles because in the end it really ties everything together, I feel like. but this is just a little time lapse of me making the flowers. Got my flowers done. This one in the middle has a little bit of a larger center. Don't know if I love it or not, but I do at least have two of the same sized one, so I'm going to weave in the ends on this. And my idea for this is to sew a few gold beads right in the middle of this to make it look like a poppy flower center. So I think I'm going to do that, and then we will probably work up a couple leaves and maybe chain for a stem or something like that, and we will get to attaching to the bag. So I just beaded. This is the first one, this is the second one, and now I'm going to do the third one. I'm sitting like a absolute shrimp while I'm doing this, which is so bad for my back, but it's fine. Beading my flowers, the camera unfortunately died, so I don't have any footage of that. You guys saw my little mess up where the beads decided to fly off the needle, but after that the camera literally died very promptly after that. Until this point we have made the bag, we have made the flowers, and we have beaded the flowers. So far we are 5 hours into this project. I have been playing around with some layout ideas for the flowers, and I did pick out a liner. This is the liner that I'm going to go with for the bag, and I think this is going to go really nicely because it matches the red well, but I also feel like these kind of look like poppy flowers. This is one of the many arrangements that I have tried. I like this, but I'm going to arrange it a little bit differently. I think I know how I want to do this, so I'm going to arrange it, and then I will show you guys, and then we will attach everything. I was just editing my video a little bit, and I deleted footage in a tizzy to free up space on both the camera and my iPad. I deleted the footage of me sewing everything on. It took me about 30 minutes to put everything on, and this is the final layout that I decided to go with. I decided to go with this layout because I like how there's this open space in the middle. I feel like it's really nice. I like how these two are overlapping a little bit, and this one's a little bit taller over here. So now all we have left to do for this bag is to line it, and this is the liner that I chose for the bag. I think it's gonna go really, really well. So I'm going to cut and iron my fabric, and then I will get to sewing. Ironed out my pocket and I was like, let me sew it on. And I'm sitting here and I'm sewing, and I've got it on my lap while I'm sewing. I sewed my shirt. Not one stitch, not two stitch, 3 stitches. What a shame, because I continued to sew along the rest of the pocket on the bottom. I can't believe that. Definitely more relaxed now, which is nice. And now I'm just going to pin my liner in, and then we'll get to sewing. So we are on day 5 of working on this bag. This is how she looks, if you forgot. Which, how could you forget? It's all in one video. So all I have to do is literally finish sewing this second half. That's it. That's all I have to do. So I'm going to sew that on, attach my little tag, and then I'll make a tag for it, and then this bag will be 100% done. So let's get into it. Okay, so I finished sewing everything on. I attached my tag and I made my tag for the bag. This is the finished golden poppy purse. So let's look at all the details here. We've got these beautiful crochet poppy flowers with beaded centers. I decided to make 3 of them. The bag is lined with this beautiful red fabric. It's got a nice little pocket in here for stuff. It's got my little Crocheted with Love by Izzy Stitches on it. And then of course we have my classic tag. I make one of these for every bag. So in total this bag took me 7.5 hours to make, The cost of materials was about $20. Let me know what you guys think of this bag in the comments. I'd really love to know your opinions. I really appreciate anybody who watched all the way through. These kinds of videos are definitely fun to make, but I know they're probably not the most popular for, you know, just regular viewers, but this is more of a crafty girl kind of video. If you craft and you like to have YouTube on in the background, I hope this video found you. If you stay till the end, leave this emoji. I do have to say, I gotta touch on this before we close out today's video. I have reached 100 subscribers. I am so shocked and so thankful and feeling very blessed and grateful for every single one of you. I think we're at 103 right now, which is, again, just mind-blowing. Considering that I started this channel in January and it's now September, that is really, really amazing to me. That is seriously awesome growth, and I'm so proud of myself, and I'm so thankful to every single one of you that is here watching my videos. So thank you so much for sticking around, and thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. I just can't wait to see how this channel continues to grow. I can't wait to see where we're going to be in January after I have been doing this for 1 year. I'm very excited to see where this road is going to continue to take me. I'm really having fun doing this, and it would be so fun if this could be more of a full-time job rather than something I pursue on the side. I feel very, very happy, and I'm so excited to see where we're gonna go with this. So thank you all so much. I really appreciate every single one of you. If you liked this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. That really helps me out. And if you don't want to miss any videos from me in the future, subscribe. Every single person who subscribes just makes me closer to fulfilling my dream of doing this full-time and being a full-time artist. Every single one of you helps. So if you want to support me any further, subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram and TikTok, both at Izzy Stitches. With that, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!